Welcome to Watermelon. Athletics is a goldmine for laughs, and today, I'm gonna prove it. In this video, we've gathered 60 hilarious moments from athletics that'll make your day. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Jeffrey Jomas trained hard for the Rio Olympics, only to smash into the very first hurdle on his path. I think the guy even predicted his own L coming soon. We have to give him credit though. He didn't give up and he finished the race. Until I saw this jump on the official athletics channel, I was convinced it was edited. The guy shot into the air as if he'd stepped on a landmine. It's still hard to believe he just slipped.
In the sand like that.
Never. Do you know, he totally got that takeoff. He doesn't have to. Oh, he slipped. He totally slipped on the takeoff.
While this athlete was too busy pumping up the crowd, his rival overtook him at the finish line.
Coronation for Tonche Pepio. He's getting the crowd. He wants the crowd to cheer.
The world's most humble athlete was found in Spain. Right after winning the race, he found a sneaky way to avoid all the attention. When he was finally found and interviewed, he didn't have a lot to say.
Attempt. No.
Our third attempt. No.
An athlete. Virginia Tech.
Imagine if Infinite Tucker had dived too early and hadn't crossed the finish line. Turkey is a very feline-friendly country, so a cat can show up anywhere, anytime. The Swedish triple jumper messed up his run-up and decided to at least entertain the crowd with a salmon dive. It seemed no one bothered to explain the rules of hurdling to this Chinese athlete. At first, he just ran straight through, not even attempting to jump over the obstacles. Then he thought that one lane wasn't good enough for him and took another one. In athletics, multiple events are often held simultaneously in the same arena to save time and make the competition more dynamic for spectators. I find this solution questionable, and here's why.
Paul Peppered, it's neck and neck. Oh my God, neck and neck. Jenny Mac. We have Spider-Man attacked them, coming down the home straight.
Well, in golfing terms, that's a shank, isn't it?
In second place in the silver medal position. What a performance he came up with in the hurdles early this morning. A championship
best. Left-handed. Oh my word! Look at that.
Gabriela Szabo is one of Romania's most celebrated runners, with an Olympic gold medal and multiple world championship titles. But all her experience wasn't enough to look around before crossing the triple jump lane.
Als sie die Anlaufbahn von Kofi rein Weitsprung kreuzte. Ja, da schreit man, pass auf, aber sie weiß nicht, wohin sie hingucken soll. Oh, das sah bös aus. Kofi am Anlauf zu seinem vierten Versuch, aber ich kann sie beruhigen.
An Ethiopian athlete crossed the finish line and began to slow down, celebrating his victory. However, there was one crucial detail he completely missed. There was still another lap to go.
Oh no! Oh, he thought he'd reached the bell! He thought he'd reached
the finish line. He's got a lap to go. I don't believe it.
As a result, he ended up finishing in 10th place. Steeplechase is a sport where all you need to do is to run and occasionally jump over hurdles. Yet some athletes still manage to forget to perform a water jump.
Steeplechase, because the athletes didn't realise they needed to cut inside for the water jump. That's Chip Koech.
She's going to go there without any fear, perhaps, in that. What's Yavi doing? Oh, the youngster has caused chaos there because she forgot.
And this guy just said, screw this, and skipped the water jump altogether.
Consensus Kipruto, hasn't he?
I'm wondering if there's something wrong with him.
There's one failure there at the water jump.
Passing the relay baton might look easy, but it's actually much trickier than it seems. High speeds and the pressure of team sports sometimes leads to ridiculous mistakes. The Chinese team failed to complete the pass before crossing the yellow line and was disqualified.
Showing why their race unfolded. Yeah, Dan, amazing to watch Fraser Price eating up the ground on Dina Asher-Smith, who has been one of the athletes.
And the Danish team couldn't finish their race because they dropped the baton.
So this is her big acrobatic series, one flip, a layout,
I don't know much about David Katoto, but now he's my favorite weightlifter. He doesn't care if the lift is successful or not, he just loves to dance. Chinese cameramen are built different. The chairwoman of the Somali Athletics chose her niece to represent the country at the World University Games. And I doubt the girl has ever ran a day in her life. Carlton Levong pumped up the crowd only to perform this embarrassing jump. He lost face, but at least he didn't lose his hair like this Nigerian athlete.
To get a competition underway, and look what happened. Lost her hairpiece. Well, she seems unperturbed about it.
I think I've finally found the job of my dreams. When a mascot challenges you to a dance-off, you just can't say no.
Worked super hard so far these championships, not put a foot wrong, gold medal in the 400-meter hurdles, and
I'm glad they didn't challenge this guy. He clearly isn't a fan of people wearing costumes. The last one was actually a 14-year-old girl.
Well, he falls out the front of the sand. Right into...
Usain Bolt gives us a quick lesson on how to pick up a girl. I mean, quite literally.
Plus 0.6 meters per second, and I tell you what, well, she'll remember that moment.
Russian high jumper Ivan Yukov was drinking vodka with Red Bull during breaks between jumps. The judges saw the athlete struggling to remove his tracksuit, but they couldn't stop him from going for his final attempt. It It was the lowest point in his life, so Ivan pulled himself together and even went on to win the Rio Olympics, although one of his attempts suspiciously resembled his famous drunk jump. At the European Team Championships, both Belgian hurdlers were sidelined due to injuries. To secure at least 2 team points, someone had to replace them. The safest choice was the Belgian shot putter, who had already finished her events at the tournament.
And their way, first times, good start from Carlos of Portugal.
He has just decimated his own world record.
Of the event, Mr. Franco Benini.
A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season.
If their athletic careers don't work out, these Japanese athletes might have a future in juggling.
Side of the zone, you're not actually allowed to do that. It has to be a clean pass. You cannot throw in pass. You cannot throw the chain.
Darren Robles found an unorthodox way to get ahead of his rival, but luckily the cameraman sees it all.
They just touched arms once and then twice, and that's what cost Liu Zhang the world title here here.
Well, he at least tried to hide his intentions, unlike this Ethiopian runner who blatantly grabbed his countryman by the shorts. Usain Bolt scared the hell out of this girl.
Well, Usain Bolt is in Heat 7, which means it's just about time for him to enter the arena. Oh, was that a trip as well? Everybody's falling. You've got to be careful around here.
A French athlete was confidently winning the 3,000-meter steeplechase, but he pulled off his shirt before crossing the finish line and was disqualified for that. Initially, he was only shown a yellow card, but the Spanish team filed a protest.
Qui lui coûtera la médaille d'or. Il a bien compris et décide de porter réclamation. Après 20 minutes de réflexion, les juges décident de disqualifier Mayedine pour non-respect du règlement. Dans la foulée, la France porte une contre-réclamation.
However, Spanish athletes aren't perfect either. This racewalker missed out on bronze only because she started celebrating too early.
Meters from the tape, she had no time to respond by Olyanovska. Ukrainians will be punching the air watching. Relative newcomer to this rarefied atmosphere of the pole vault world. Oh no, not possible just yet.
A Moroccan steeplechaser realized there was a false start only 20 seconds later.
The championships in Prague, might remember that. Really?
Oh, there's a false start.
Really? I mean, Stuart, somebody tell him, he's all on his own. What? Oh. Now, you cannot tell me that he didn't know what was...
Jonathan Jones had even worse luck. The athlete ran the entire 400-meter race before finding out it was all for nothing.
Oh dear, still running for another gosh. You've got to stop them. Somebody finally never got going properly. Now he's going to glance across and see athletes.
So, before the actual race started, the runner was already exhausted. Maurice Green won the 100-meter race and pulled off a celebration so cool that it nearly got his friend arrested.
The wind, they're on fire!
The thing is, using a fire extinguisher without a fire threat is illegal in California. You can be the fastest person on Earth, but a sneaky Segway cameraman will get you when you least expect it.
Ah, mamma mia!
No, questa poi no.
Pazzesco.
A Kenyan steeplechaser lost one of his shoes in the middle of a 3,000 meter race, and yet he still won that race.
Kipruto's kicked his shoe off. Now, he's got one shoe on there. And I don't know if it happened in the water jump. Beck had to go with 2 laps to go. Jaeger had to go with 1 lap to go. Then Al-Bakkali attacked. But Kipruto...
The American Samoa has minimal athletic infrastructure, but they've received an invitation to participate in any event at the 2011 World Championships. They chose the shot put, but somehow things didn't go as planned. As a result, a 17-year-old teenager who weighed 290 pounds represented the country in the 100-meter race.
I have a feeling it might be around 13 or 14 seconds. Best. Look at that. He's struggling. He's running hard, and to run on the same track as some of the greats,
This steeplechase athlete tripped at the worst possible moment. The cameraman got front row seats to a massacre. This boy might not have excelled at hurdling, but he sure nailed a dropkick.
Come on, Greg! Keep going, Brad!
Finishing in 33rd place isn't exactly something to brag about, but still, it was the most memorable finish of the Rio Olympics. This British sprinter took the phrase "quit while you're ahead" a bit too literally. I think this case needs investigation.
absolutely phenomenal. And he's just easing up. What's happened here? What has gone on there?
This is the kind of thing you only see at a marathon.
Hat sich nochmal nach vorne gearbeitet und ist völlig entkräftet, schafft es gar nicht mehr über die Ziellinie, der muss noch ein paar Meter und von hinten kommt der Nächste, da muss er jetzt rüber und der krabbelt übers Ziel, das ist ja Drama pur.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.